Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this carrot rice. This carrot rice was inspired by my friend here on YouTube, Fantastic Favor. I'm going to be leaving the link to her channel at the description, so make sure you check her out. So I thought that I'm going to try this rice because I love the color and I'm curious to know how this carrot rice is done. But it tastes amazing, guys, amazing. So if you want to see how it's prepared, keep watching. Let's get to the ingredients. So guys, the ingredients I'm going to be using for this rice, I'm going to be using 4 small carrots, 1 1.5 red bell pepper, and hot pepper, salt, rosemary, thyme, curry, and nutmeg. And I'm also going to be using Knorr cube, as you can see there, not extra virgin of olive oil, vegetable oil, guys, onion, and the rice. I'm going to list down the ingredients at the description, so make sure you check them out. Okay, so these are the ingredients I'm going to be using. She actually used yellow pepper for her own, but I'm going to be using all through red pepper, and I'm also going to be using some fish which I'm going to be frying, and some beef. So I'm here seasoning, parboiling the meat with the rest of the ingredients. So while the meat is cooking, I'm going to parboil the rice. I love to use hot water to parboil my rice, so I'm just going to leave that to parboil while we move over to the carrots. I've already cleaned the carrots, okay, so make sure you clean your carrots. So now I'm going to slice the carrot the way my blender can take. So if you like, you can slice it in a little piece or just the way I'm slicing it. So after cutting the carrots, I'm going to add the water at the same level with the carrots. Then I'm going to blend the carrots until they are well blended, because we're going to be needing the carrot juice. So here I'm done blending the carrots, and I'm going to filter the carrots, like sieve it and get out the juice, because the juice is very, very important. So I'm using extra water to wash off the blender. So I'm going to set that aside now after pressing the juice out. So just go ahead and press the juice out. Make sure you get all that juice out of the carrots, and don't throw the carrot shaft away, because you're going to be needing it as well. So in the same blender, I'm going to blend the red bell pepper, onion, and the hot chili pepper that I'm using. So like I said, she used red and yellow bell pepper. You can use them as well. You can check her out as well. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving the link to her channel at the description. So here I'm blending the pepper and the onion, so that is well blended. And here is we are moving over to the fish now. So I'm testing the oil, if the oil is hot with onion, and as you can see, the oil is hot. So I'm adding the fish that I parboiled earlier into the oil, and I'm also going to be adding it together with the beef I'm using. So I'm going to fry them, both of them, until they are well fried, or until both sides are well brown enough the way I want. You can skip the frying fish, you can use meat, you can choose not to fry them. Okay, just do what you think is good for you. So now I'm taking the fish out of the oil, because you're going to be needing that oil. I'm following step by step as she did it. So here is the oil, and I'm going to filter the oil now and add the oil into the pan that I'm going to be using to cook this carrot rice. Okay, so here is the pot I'm going to be using. I'm going to add the oil into the pot. As you can see there, the heat is very, very low. So yeah, now I'm going to add the onion, a little bit onion that I left. I left that pepper because I love to throw in some extra pepper into my food. So I'm going to allow the onion to cook. While the onion is cooking, I'm going to season the oil with thyme. So here I'm going to cook the onion for 2 minutes. She did not use extra onion, but I'm using extra onion, I'm not sure. So after the onion is cooked, I'm going to add the bell pepper that I blended earlier. Like when I was blending that pepper, I did not use extra any water to blend them. I was just checking the blender to make sure that the pepper is blending. Okay, so as you can see, the pepper started changing color here. So I'm going to cook this pepper until the water that comes from the pepper is dry and the oil that I'm using to cook this started coming up, which we are going to be seeing the consistency in a bit. So while that is cooking, I'm going to start adding the seasoning, which that is nutmeg. I'm going to add a little bit of curry powder into the sauce. I'm going to add rosemary. I love to use rosemary to make my sauce, especially when it comes to rice. I love to use rosemary. So I'm going to add 1 nut cube into the sauce, stir them all together, and I'm going to be adding salt as well into it. You can actually add any seasoning of your choice. You can add more seasoning, depends on how you like your food to taste. Okay, so I added the salt. I'm going to stir them all. As you can see, the sauce is almost cooked. As you can see there, the oil have started coming out. So I'm testing it if the salt is enough or not. So here, after frying them, I'm going to be using a 1.5 cooking spoon of that carrot chef. Yes, I'm so scared because I don't know how it's going to taste, but she said it tastes amazing, but I didn't want to put all the carrots into the sauce. So I'm going to allow the carrot to cook together with the sauce for 3 to 4 minutes. Then I'm going to add the parboiled rice. For the rice, you can use any rice of your choice, any rice you can lay your hands on. Okay, so here we are after 4 minutes that I've been cooking the sauce and the carrots, and I'm adding the rice into the sauce now. So after adding the rice, just go ahead and stir them all up. It's just like you making a jollof rice, you know. If you know what I mean by jollof rice, just mix them all up together, the rice and the sauce. Make sure that you mix them very, very well. So now I'm adding this stock from the fish and the meat that I cooked earlier. So you just go ahead to do the same. After adding the stock, I'm going to go ahead to add in the carrot juice. I'm using all the carrot juice, but what I make sure that the water is at the same level with the rice, because I didn't want to put water into the rice. So after doing that, I'm going to add a little bit more salt into this rice. Okay, then I'm going to give them a good stir, then cover them, like put the lid on. I love to cook my rice on the lowest heat. So here is after 20 minutes I've been cooking the rice. I just give them a good stir and cover them back again to continue cooking on a low heat. I don't use high heat to cook the rice. So I'm going to cook them until I know that the water is dry and the rice is cooked. But if the water is not enough for the rice, you can go ahead to add more water, like extra water into the rice. Just make sure that the rice is cooked to your consistency, to the taste you want. So here is the final step. I didn't show you this fresh tomatoes and green pepper. You will need it, guys. Okay, so the water from the rice is dry. Yes, they are well dry. So now I'm adding the tomatoes and the green pepper sliced. Just mix them all up together, and there you have it. I didn't actually cook them. I just stirred them all up together and garnish them with my fried fish and fried meat. This is actually very delicious. I was surprised when I tasted it, and the color is so amazing. Thank you, Fantastic Flavor, for this recipe. It's so amazing. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next one. God bless you all. Bye.